I feel like especially at my age, I'm like, I just don't have time for games.
No.
I think a lot of people play games. Just like,
Are people still playing games at 32? Okay, welcome back to another episode of In the Slot. I'm Moobie.
And I'm Smelly.
And today we are joined by the wonderful Justin Glaze.
Thanks, guys. The intro, when I walked in, I'm serious. I needed that energy because I'm pretty, trying to recalibrate here.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you guys.
We got you.
Well, I'm glad we could bring the energy.
I feel like we had a lot of energy today. You know, just one of those days when you just wake up and you're like, fuck, I'm
Well,
going to tackle this day.
I feel like it feeds off the, like when I see Kelly and she's in a good mood, I'm like, oh, we're going to be in a good mood. I feel like we feed off each other a little bit.
Which is so fun. Do you have a best friend that you feed off of or a drink?
You know what? Both. Both. I feel like I'm the same way with like Greg and Andrew. You know, when we're in the same room, it's good energy all the time.
Yeah. I totally like follow you guys and know about Greg and Andrew and all this. And I watched your Bachelorette season. I guess it was Bachelor when you were going for the Bachelorette, Katie, which was crazy. And then you did Bachelor in Paradise. So interviewing you, I'm like, whoa! Like I really watched you.
Yeah. And now you're literally here for the World Cup. Like that's so crazy. That like how life.
Like 5 years later. Right?
Yeah.
It's been 5 years since Katie's.
Yeah. How's that transition? So how did you get onto that show? Did you always know you wanted to?
Oh no, I had never seen. I had seen like I think maybe one episode of randomly of Pilot Pete's season. Yeah. Was that like right before COVID? Maybe I don't know. It was so random. It was like on the TV, and I just kept it on. But I had no knowledge of the show really, and so it was COVID. I was working my corporate finance
COVID
job.
story. I feel like it's always a COVID story.
It's a COVID story. So everyone's working remotely. And one night I was literally in my living room eating Ben and Jerry's ice cream, as one does. And I was in a group chat with some of the guys from my job. And one of them was married, and he was like, we were like, oh, what are you guys up to? And he was like, oh, I'm watching The Bachelorette with my wife. And the guys were like, oh, why are you watching that show?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll turn it on with you. Let me see what this is about. So I cut it on, and they were on it was Tayshia's season. Oh. And they were on a group date, and they were doing like an art project. And so I paint. Yeah. And I was like, man, if I was on this right now, I would kill it.
I'd be totally. And isn't it crazy that you turned it on that exact time they're doing
as
art?
I turned it on,
Divine.
it's an art
like,
thing. And I said,
what?
Oh my gosh,
I
would eat. And they were like, oh, you won't go on. And so if there's one thing about me, like I love committing to a bit. Okay. So I was like, oh, I'm going to mess with them. Yeah. So every commercial break, they're like, if you want to apply. And I was like, let me breeze through this real quick. So I go on, and I forget how many questions. I did not pay any money. I uploaded like 2 pictures just so I could screenshot that your application has been submitted. Yeah. I sent it to them, and I was like, that's it. And they all got to laugh at it. I was like, my job.
Not thinking of it. Totally.
Thinking twice. A couple days later, I get a text from Android. So I was like, okay, this is weird. Yeah, and it was like, hey, this is a casting producer. We got your application. And I ignored it. So I was like, okay, one of them's trying to get back at me. Oh. So long story short, they kept texting me and emailing me. And then I went full FBI mode, like looked them up on LinkedIn, Instagram, and all that stuff. And it was an actual producer, interviewed, and a couple months later.
Wow. Isn't that crazy? And then your whole life changes. Then you go on.
So how old were you when that?
I was 26.
Wow.
26.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
What was the feeling dating, trying to get one girl with a bunch of men, and you're all just like, all right, like here we go. Like, what's it?
Yeah. Do you have like a competitive nature? Like, did this bring out another side in you?
Yeah, I'm very competitive, but I also am probably too much of a realist to a fault. You know what I mean? So when you get in that environment, and there's no phone, no nothing, and it's just like those 4 walls, 30 guys, and one girl. It's like, I want to win. A lot of people are like that, right? And there is a degree of that, I guess. I think it's more so like you're like reaching for the connection, right? You're like almost convincing yourself, like, oh, like this is why we're a good match, right? But then once you get to a certain point and the numbers start to dwindle down, I think you're like, okay, wait, actually, do I really like her? Yeah. And if I do, like, now this is weird. I can't really be friends with all these people.
Totally.
We all have
you're all dating her. Yeah.
Yeah, so we always say, like, Greg, Andrew, and I were all pretty close in the house, but once they got towards the end, we kind of just like had a mutual respect where we didn't like talk about her.
Yeah, that's smart. Because then people get jealous, and then you only have so many minutes during the day. And then if someone comes over and they're like, "Can I steal her to chat?"
Well, it's crazy because now on like Love Island, all these people that are coming on are like 21 and like 22 and they're so young.
So young.
And I'm just like, I'm 25 and I'm literally like, I can't even imagine like being in that headspace, like what I knew about life. I would never be able to go on one of those shows.
I feel like there should be a 25-year-old age limit for like Love Island. Especially that's like a social experiment. I guess they
all
are.
These things are like, you have to have so much mental Like, I don't even know boundaries, resilience.
No,
like,
it's crazy. The dude Caleb was actually on my flight on the way here.
no.
Yeah,
he's in New York.
He's a chiller.
We were at baggage. I didn't say anything to him, but at baggage claim, I'm just like see him glued to his phone, like refreshing. I'm like,
he's just like,
and it's all so new.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine at 21,
No.
you know, just being thrust into all that.
No.
What's that like? Like, can you attest to like getting your phone back and seeing followers increase or seeing the backlash? Was it
was
just
the
wild?
craziest thing, yeah, because I was also working full time, so I'm like trying to do my finance job.
Like, hey.
Then my phone's like buzzing and like
Yeah.
I'm refreshing. There's all this new stuff, and you want to see the comments and what people are saying.
You're like, I need to
And
focus on one inbox at a
new.
time.
Yeah, and I'm like trying to do my job at the same time.
Yeah.
It was a lot. Yeah.
Did you realize that like being a influencer full time could like really be a thing for you, or were you like, I'm gonna try to balance it for a little? Or
Yeah, no, I used to post on social media maybe once a quarter. Like,
Yeah.
I was not really active. And then I'll spare you the story. I kind of got pushed in this direction. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like stay in my finance world or try to juggle, but trying to juggle like became too hard. So I just went all in and
Hell yeah.
never looked back.
That's how
There
they
we
gotta do
go.
it. Do you think that if they did like the Bachelorette or Bachelor in like New York City, like not in the confined areas, like it would work? Or like, do you think it would be like less, like, I don't know, like if you had like your everyday life, but like everyone had to like date this one girl, but like you lived your regular life.
yeah, that would be so hard.
No, I don't think
think it
so.
would
Do you think that would get
No,
messier?
I
Like
think
if
you
you
gotta
had
have, like, that
phones and
controlled
access to your
area.
people,
Yeah.
You need it to be a TV show.
Yeah,
And for people to
Yeah.
be like, oh, at
100%.
least I'm getting something out of it.
Yeah.
they keep them like just in one area of the city. They're like, you can't leave
Yeah.
the East Village.
Has dating become like harder or easier since doing these shows, you think? Because it's, you know, I guess you can talk about that.
I'd say, well, I'd say probably harder in a way.
Yeah.
Harder in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because there's a lot involved in terms of like, you know, like lifestyle and just, I don't know. It's intentions and all those things, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously I've dated people that have been in similar positions, but
Yeah.
I've also dated outside of that, and I think there's pros and cons to each.
Yeah. I'm always curious if like, I feel like everyone is like, Bachelor Nation is like such a clique, and like everyone, is it like really true? Like, is there like an army of like, okay, at least I got my Bachelor crew? It's like your two closest friends.
People
are...
do say it all the time.
Yeah.
I think that there are naturally little groups, you know, within.
Like trauma
you all have a
bonds?
shared experience, right? Like
Totally.
I think any like Love Island, they all have like it's such a unique shared experience that naturally, if you get along with those people that were in the same experience, you're gonna stay with them. But I think, you know, especially when we first came off, I think a lot of people thought me, Andrew, and Greg kind of really, it's like, oh, like they were just on the show and like that's all. But like we're like best friends.
Yeah.
You know, we
Yeah.
don't
Hang out
it
all
has
the
nothing
time.
to do with the show anymore. It's like we just met through this and now we're actually just super
Yeah,
close.
they're like your adult friends.
Yeah. So it can get kind of cliquey, but I think it's just because of that experience. It puts you in the same rooms and you people like I met
you can
Joey,
talk about
met
it and be
Tanner,
like,
I'm
that was
oh,
crazy.
You guys are cool.
Yeah.
I would have never met you if you weren't on a different season. You know?
Totally.
Yeah.
I watched Bachelor in Paradise, and I feel like it rained every day.
Oh my god.
Did it rain every day?
Yes.
Or was that like
where was it? Where was the paradise?
So they switched it. It used to be in Mexico, like Sayulita, I think it is. But then this past season they switched it to Costa Rica.
Wait, yes, and I'm not even kidding. Every episode was down. I was like, I would be so upset if it was
Every cocktail party
raining.
was canceled.
Really?
Yeah.
Every night it was torrential.
We're like the
like, I
producers
can't
and
hear
everyone's
you.
scrambling.
I'm like, who scouted this location?
Yeah.
The rainiest season.
Yeah.
In Costa Rica. Yeah. It
Costa
was bad.
Rica.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So then you also paint. Has painting always been a big part of your life?
Yeah, since I was like 5.
Wow.
What do you like painting? Are you like
You know,
do you paint what you feel?
kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of random. I don't have like a specific,
I like that.
you know, like niche, you know, thing. I really liked oil, but then now I mostly do like acrylic stuff.
That's so cool.
But I like doing, I'd say like more, I traditionally like doing like more realism.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of switching up now. I like playing around with different styles.
Cool.
Yeah,
do you
I
ever
like
do
that.
like portraits or anything, or is that?
I used to all the time.
Really?
Like in college, I used to make money off of doing like commission stuff,
Oh,
like
there
either
you go,
drawings
hustler.
or portraits
Yeah,
of people. Like,
that's
all the
sick.
time.
That's like I bet you could post up in New York and
I know.
You
There's
probably
that guy,
a little
have you
bit.
guys seen that guy Devin Rodriguez? I think that's his name.
Does he paint like? Does he like blend in things like?
He does like it's like pencil and color pencil, and he'll literally pull people off the street and be like, "Hey, can I draw a portrait of you?" He'll sit them down, interview them, and then just like draw them. He's so talented.
Yeah. I've seen this girl. It's actually one of Ben's friends who like draws people on the street, and she like literally just like left her corporate job because she made so much money like drawing. Really? She's like, I'm gonna go on my fire escape and just like draw who I see, and it's like these people walking with their bags, and it's so cool.
I've always wondered because I've seen people do it on the subway. And I'm like, how do they stay still for so long? Like, what if they get off at the next stop?
Yeah.
You just start and then they're just gone.
How does like, do they take like a little picture? They're wearing like meta glasses.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never been like artist inclined, and I think that's so cool.
I just feel like I get too like perfectionist into it.
What are you guys' hobbies?
We need more hobbies.
I'm a reader. I love to dance, write some songs.
Hang out with friends.
I was beading this weekend. What's big chatter? Like just bracelet making.
Oh, beading. I was like, beading.
It sounds complex.
Nice.
So you obviously are also an entrepreneur starting this Love Potion.
Yes.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about
Congratulations. That's so exciting.
I appreciate
brand.
it.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, thank you. So when I kind of was pushed in this direction of like having to make a decision between just doing finance full time or going into this more creative route, I was like, okay, the social media stuff is great, it's fun, but you know, it could end like that. Totally. And so I was like, what could I have and build for myself for some more longevity potentially? So I've always been obsessed with espresso martinis.
Yeah.
And I've always loved traveling. So I kind of honestly, funny I'm here, kind of like got the idea off of Dave's like pizza tour type thing, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna travel. I travel so much, so I'm gonna go to all these different cities and ask people like, where's the best espresso martini? Go try them, rate them, and it just became like a part of my personal brand, I guess. And so naively, I was like, oh, well, like, wouldn't that be cool if I made my own?
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And so I just started cold calling distilleries and was like, hey, I have this idea, and a lot of people were like, we're good. And then all it took was like that one distillery. They were like, yeah, we're down to try it. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I was still on the East Coast at the time. So I drove up to Philly and we got to work on the formula. And 3 years later, got it on shelves.
It took a long time.
Yeah. What like made it take that long?
Oh my gosh. Just me. It, like literally like it's just I just hired like a salesperson, but this whole time it's just been me.
Yeah.
Like,
just a lot of love.
Like can design, can production, sourcing
also, that's
like
so
the boxes.
Many decisions.
Yeah.
It's like, do you get like decision fatigue where it's like, I don't even care what it looks like.
Yes, it's like you're looking
like
for
texting Greg and Andrew.
Logistics of like, okay, if I get my cans from here, my boxes from here, they have to both meet at this point, and they get filled here, and there's like so many logistics.
Yeah, so many little
and
things.
Things just take time. You know, the design work and then getting samples and testing out different people.
So you put a lot of blood and hard work into this.
What do you think you've learned the most from that process of like starting your own, you know, brand and sticking with it? I feel like there's many times where I would be like, I don't actually know if I want to do
like,
this.
After the third distillery call and they're still like, no.
No, literally. I think just resilience, honestly, and just I know it's like cliche, but I think I just don't get fazed by like the no's. I think before I would have like, okay, I asked one person if it's a no. I'm like, oh, this was a terrible idea, huh?
Yeah.
And just like try something else.
Yeah.
But it's like when you think about anyone that's gotten to where they want or has anything they want, it's like it takes resilience.
Yeah.
You just got to keep going.
It takes some no's.
What's the phrase like the squeaky wheel gets the grease? Is that how it goes?
Oh, I don't know. Wait, what is it?
Oh my God, am I insane? That's a real thing, right?
The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Sounds right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
wait,
did I butcher that? The squeaky wheel gets the grease,
which
right?
is like
so
you want
because you
like,
keep squeaking.
If you don't speak up, like nothing's gonna get. Is that right?
Let's go. I like that.
Okay,
I want to be a squeaky wheel.
So one of my friends just made fun of me for like always having these idioms.
Wait, I love idioms.
Wait, me too.
Also, there's an account on Instagram that like goes back and tells you like why these idioms started, and like I think it's so fascinating because they'll be like, this squeaky wheel gets the grease actually comes from the old.
I didn't follow that.
Yeah, I love that.
I'll send it.
But lately, guys, I've been getting nervous when I use them. Like I used it last night. I was like, whatever, talking to someone, and I get nervous. I sound like sincere.
Was your wrist like this, though?
Like, were you using?
I literally was like getting nervous. Like, you know when you hear yourself start talking, I'm literally like,
no.
Am I
the way that
sincere?
man sincere used everything in the book.
And then when his dad came on, he was like, I raised him with a moral compass that points north.
Yeah.
I was like,
what are with these fucking idiots?
Also, like, what was his dad's pep talk to himself before going out there? Like, he's probably like never been on camera, and he's like, listen, like you're gonna lay down the law, like you're gonna set sincere straight, take that the belt.
Do you think that him and Melanie are gonna stay together?
God, no.
Gosh.
Or
I could see it going either way.
Yeah.
Like, I was hoping she would stand up while she
Yeah.
Or
Maybe
like
she just needs a little more time to reflect. Like I feel like who knows what was
But
going
again,
on in
I
there.
think it could be. I mean, obviously we don't know the depths of their connection, whatever. But I think it's kind of like what I was saying earlier. When you are really in those proverbial four walls,
Yeah.
like you're so locked into this person that you lose sight of what could be on the outside
Totally.
world. And it's like,
and
you
have no
deserve so much
phone.
better than
You
this.
have no, yes.
And when you get out here, you're gonna have the world at your disposal.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be okay.
Well, that,
you know?
like,
And she was loved.
that feeling of like she's probably looks at her Instagram, she's like, oh my god, I have 1 million followers. Like that is how could you not be like, yeah, maybe I want to explore a little bit. Now after the world just saw Sincere literally be like an asshole.
Yeah.
Back to the martinis for
Yes,
a second. You want to review theirs?
Yes.
Okay, but we want to talk to you about it.
I first want to hear about your formula. Like what?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And what makes the perfect espresso martini
and then
for
we'll try
you?
ours, and then you'll guess ours.
And also,
Okay.
Ben's an espresso martini connoisseur himself.
Ooh,
So
I love that. Okay, I got to get your favorite in New York because I have mine, but I'm always looking for new ones. So not to like nerd out here.
No,
but,
nerd
like,
the fuck out.
my ideal espresso martini, like getting that in a can, that's what also took so long.
Yeah.
There's so much science behind it, and like making one versus like scaling it for mass production and trying to maintain flavor profile. It's so
I can't even imagine.
hard.
Yeah.
And making the decision
So much math.
between like I mean, I refuse to not use real coffee. Do you guys know La Colombe?
Yeah.
So it's La Colombe coffee and like actual spirits and all that stuff. A lot of the ones out there are like coffee flavoring,
Yes.
Or like
wine based,
or they like
and
you get it at the bar and they have it in this jug and they're like, all right, there you go.
Yeah. So it just
So
took
not
a
cold
lot.
brew.
No. But somebody tried to convince me. I went to a restaurant and somebody, because I was like, sometimes I'll play dumb and I'll be like, oh, what's in here? Is it fresh espresso? Or
Yeah.
Somebody was like, oh no, it's cold brew, and I was like, interesting.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, we do that. I was like, you guys don't batch espresso. He was like, we're too busy, whatever. I was like, you guys don't batch it. And he was like, no, technically, cold brew has more caffeine in it, so we do it because of that. And I was like,
I guess.
huh. He was like, but we also just don't have an espresso machine. I was like, that's the answer. So I was like, there you go.
That's way more expensive.
The
Yeah.
first one was the stage
Yeah,
dance.
exactly.
So,
I was like, okay. But no, fresh espresso.
Okay.
Absolutely no like Baileys or creamer.
No,
That's
no
sacrilege.
Baileys.
No
Thank
If
you.
it
Yeah,
comes out
I
looking
think cream has
milky,
no place in espresso martini.
no place.
Totally agree with you.
No
Yeah.
place. No place.
Why don't you ask if it's in their espresso?
No,
No,
guys,
we're gonna
finishing
get
his
there,
list.
Ben.
He's
Because-
so excited about this. Yeah, ours
Have
is,
you tried theirs?
Oh yeah.
He was like actually like
He
just
was,
disappointed
yeah.
in us because honestly,
You're disappointed.
He was
in it?
insulted by our
a
process.
Oh
joke.
no!
yeah, we
It's
didn't
a
do a good
joke.
job. We didn't. We wanted him to make it, but then he was asking for all these fancy things, so we didn't have time to
Is
get
there
it.
like almond milk in it?
No.
No.
Okay.
It's
So also, if
It's a
you
little something.
for
in
the
it.
viewers, or is it like separating? Like it's like congealing a little.
What could potentially be
Look,
separating?
we'll continue with your ingredients, then we'll talk man to man about
Oh my
everything
god.
wrong
Okay.
with theirs.
Okay. So based on based on your palate,
martini.
you know, I'd say that the two most popular, either your Kahlua or your Mr. Black. Your Kahlua is gonna have a bit of a sweeter flavor profile, but if you're like a coffee connoisseur, you may skew more towards the Mr. Black, right? I prefer the base is vodka, right? But I like a reposado.
Ooh, tequila.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is yours tequila?
No.
No.
It's also
That's
hard to
probably
get-
way
yeah.
harder.
Yeah.
getting it
Wait,
across
see, that's
borders.
interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. It wasn't a great one, so
You
I
didn't
feel like
like
I
it?
can't judge it. But it wasn't my favorite tequila espresso martini.
We
But
need
yeah.
we need a vigorous shake.
Okay.
A very vigorous shake.
Vigorous.
Nice and frothy. You need your 3 beans.
Yeah.
There we
If
go.
it doesn't have the 3 beans.
And are the beans the same
one.
as your espresso?
Say it again.
Are the beans that you use the same as your espresso that you use?
Well,
Like
there's not beans in my cans.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Choking hazard.
That would be cool.
Choking hazard.
Yeah. Oh, but what if you package? What if you package the beans on the
Yeah,
side?
you know, I've thought of that.
That could be cool. Like tape, like you tape
Yeah,
the
just a
beans
little
on.
packet of beans
They
in
would
the
probably
box.
fall. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh, that would be
Maybe
cute.
that'll be my next iteration.
You should to add a little because it's a
Yeah.
love potion, so you got to add something
Yeah.
A
to it.
little something to
And how'd you come up with the name
Sprinkle?
Love Potion?
Sorry. Okay, so the name Love Potion, so it derived from, like, back in the late 50s, early 60s, there was a song, Love Potion number 9, and that tells the story of this guy who was not me. But this is like this
You
guy
back in the
This
day.
is not
like,
Justin.
struggling to
Justin
find
was a
love, so
baby.
he sought out this gypsy chemist, and they created this concoction that when you consume it, you become like irresistible, right? So it's kind of like this cheeky
I like
idea
that
of
concoction.
just enjoying a cocktail, whether it's like friends, family, whatever, and just having that intimate connection over a nice cocktail.
Okay, I love
so
that.
it's not gonna just be espresso
Was this like
martini.
a
So I'm
special
working on,
song
like,
to you?
No, I was literally just like same way I do with painting. Like I'll just stare at something blankly and just like think.
Yeah.
think.
That's
I love it. And then it just
so-
comes
and
to you
then
and
it
you're
just
like,
comes, and then you build off of it, and then
Yeah.
you're just like, okay, wait, like I love this.
That's so cool that you
thinking's
just,
so fun.
yeah, I'm like, maybe
Yeah.
I need to do more staring at a
I
No,
literally
it
do that.
actually works.
Like, does
No,
that
it does.
benefit? Like, I was gonna ask you, and now we're going all over the place. But like, just painting and staring at a blank wall, like, does that like ground you in a way and like help you? Like, do you think if you didn't do that, you would go a little like, whoa, what am I doing with my life?
It's therapeutic. Like
Yeah.
I will literally
Like a relief.
before I start a painting, I generally have an idea of what I'm gonna paint, but I will literally have the blank canvas and kind of like map out the composition and like
I love
in
that.
my head put the
That's
music
so
on
cool.
and just kind of like envision it first
That's so cool.
before I do anything. So it's kind of similar. I would literally just like lay on the sofa. I have like a notes app of different, whatever possible names. And then also like I kind of worked backwards because I knew the end goal. I wanted to have like a line of cocktails, not just espresso martini.
Yeah.
So then with the Love Potion thing, I was like, okay, wait. Now working back, once I come out with the second drink, like each one's gonna have a different potion number.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
So
smart.
I made the
I
Love
love
Potion
that.
number 3 for the 3 beans.
Yeah.
Martini. So now I'm
Like
working on my
there's
second
stuff to
flavor
build
right
off
now,
of
and
it.
each one's gonna have
What's
like
the
a
second flavor gonna be? Can we
second
hear it?
flavor. Oh my god.
In the slot exclusive.
Yeah. So I'm working on a Dirty Shirley.
Oh, that's gonna be so good. What?
I love it.
Oh, I thought
Sorry.
you were disappointed.
No, my reaction was like, fuck.
Wait, that's
She's like,
so
gross.
smart. She's
No,
like, ew.
I literally this weekend, really weird. Love alignment. This weekend, I was ordering a bunch of Dirty Shirleys.
No.
I was.
I just
was
feel
having
like
so much fun.
so many brands right now too, like Poppy and these big Ollie
Yeah.
Pops are leaning into that Dirty Shirley moment because it's kind of like it hasn't been done.
No,
really.
and Shirley Temple is so underrated. Like
So underrated.
Underrated. Yeah, I wanted something.
the cherries are good. Sorry, I like
yeah.
Red 40.
I wanted something a little bit lighter,
Yeah.
like because the
Yeah.
espresso martini it's 16%, so it's
Wow.
it's heavy, which
Give
sounds
me
sounds
two.
crazy,
Yeah.
but it's like when you go to a bar, it's
That's
literally
what-
like a 20-25%
Yeah.
ABV drink.
Yeah.
True.
So I was trying to mimic, I
Yeah,
wanted
but
it
that's
to be
also
a
nice too
real-
because then you have like one or two and like you
it's
genuinely
like a little 200 milliliter can.
feel it.
So.
I love that. Okay, so we're gonna have you
Yeah,
try this. We're gonna
let's
walk
go.
you through it because
Speaking
it's
of
really
artwork-
not true
So
espresso.
you
No,
wanna,
no, I want you to
wanna, You want
guess.
to talk me through it first, or should
I feel like we should
first?
talk him through it a little bit so he's not.
I feel like you should
let's
rip
try
it and then we
There's
should ask
some
him to guess.
flavor in it, and then
Okay.
we'll tell you.
Yeah,
what we-
we'll just,
Okay,
guess.
okay.
Just let
Cheers. We'll tell you what we.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To
Bennett-
Love Potion, to
Bye.
having Glaze, to New York,
Woo!
to New York.
Oh, I
New
just
York
fucking
City.
spilled.
That's
Great.
okay.
Great. Ben's appalled.
All right, here we
by the
go.
way. Cheers. Eye contact. Do you guys do that?
So good.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. No, this
What-
flavor feels really familiar. Wait.
What do you feel? What do you think it like is, or what is it called to you?
I like this.
I think it's
I
actually
could have this
good.
every morning.
I know this flavor.
You do.
Oh my god.
It's nothing
This is going to
crazy.
kill. No, I know.
Wait,
You know.
this is a common flavor that you're tasting.
I'll give you a
I
hint.
know.
No,
what
it's not. It's not a
I'll
common
give you.
flavor.
Yes, it is a
It
common
is.
food.
In other
Oh my god.
things, yeah.
Don't overthink it. It's a simple food. You can babies
Well,
can
Is there
eat it.
banana in
Yeah.
it? Shut up.
Banana.
But it's kind
Wait.
of good.
Okay, wait. Yeah, talk me through it now.
Okay.
Okay, stop.
So
Yeah, talk them through it.
so it's really so
Is there baby food in this?
we.
no.
Oh,
So
imagine.
Ben wanted the Mr. Black. He wanted
Mr.
all these things. We
Black.
actually didn't have enough time to do
Lavazzo
that.
I do
beans.
premium ingredients.
Ooh,
Oh,
I kinda
yeah.
got
Yeah,
it.
he's good.
Yeah.
So then we
So we
said,
were at-
well, we can't get all that.
And we were like, I'm kind of in the mood for a banana latte.
Latte.
And then I said, let's mix the banana latte with a little simple syrup, a little
Vodka.
ice vodka, and call it
So
a.
technically, there is milk in this.
Yeah.
Yes. There's technically a
Are you
lot of
aller-
milk
We
in
should
it.
have asked if you were like,
Because it was a banana latte, so
I'm lactose intolerant.
all of a sudden he's like, oh, I'm
Like,
gonna
I
have
gotta-
to.
It's a
Drink.
it's a
Yeah.
latte with vodka.
Yeah.
but like
is
it's
what it
kind of
is.
good. I don't
And
know.
it's Chuck and
It's
there's simple
not an
things, but it's
espresso
good.
martini.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Would you
I-
serve this to a woman on a date?
personally?
Yeah. Would you be embarrassed?
Personally, unless she had like a crazy affinity for bananas.
Yeah.
You don't know if you would risk the banana game.
Yeah, that's I see because I like banana flavor,
I'm
Me,
cracking
I
up.
love
which
banana.
I know.
Have
is
you been
like,
having banana ice cream lately? Have you?
Okay, so Trader Joe's has a banana pudding.
Oh my
ice
God, no, they
cream.
don't.
Have you had it before?
No,
It's
I've been-
seasonal. I think they're out now.
I've been eating
do
these
like banana.
melanoma pops. Wait.
Melanoma.
Is
Kelly.
that,
Melona.
Melanoma is a
I
cancer.
know.
is everything all right?
Yeah.
No, they're just melona.
My heart's like I said.
He's like, melanoma pops?
Stop drinking
reacting.
Yeah,
those.
he's like, please don't. He thinks he
Guys, but
literally
they're
has
so
a
good. Anyway,
Wait, it
really.
took you a
Yes,
while.
those.
Oh.
Anyway, they're really good. They're banana
Oh my
flavored,
God, I've never
and it
seen
tastes
that.
like a banana Laffy Taffy.
That's candy.
It's an ice cream pop.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It took me
It
because
took you a while to get the
when you're not
banana.
expecting something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
we surprised you?
So, yes. So I do have to tell on myself, and please forgive me for this. So I am going through like a slight reformulation
Okay.
because I do like, again, there's so much thought that goes into, okay, do you want to serve your standard espresso martini, right? Or do you want to add some bells and whistles?
twist.
Because everywhere I go, like if you go to Miami, they're bringing in like Carajillo stuff, right?
Yeah.
From that, like their cultures. I went to the south of France and they're bringing in stuff from like, I'm like, this is so cool,
Yeah.
right? And
And you kind of want to make yours a little different.
that's what I'm saying. So along my travels, I've like collected these gold nuggets of like, ooh, this flavor profile, that flavor profile, right? So I put a little flavor of something in mind currently that similarly, like if you try it, you'd be like,
What is that?
what is that? What is that?
Yeah.
And then once you know, it's like, oh, and you see why it works.
Yeah.
And so I'm now like, I think I'm going to dial it back a little bit just so there's not as much of a surprise factor.
Okay.
And play a little bit more to like a broader.
Well, that was almost like we did a
demographic.
surprise factor too to what, like, that's what your people who are drinking it feel like.
Isn't it crazy when your brain doesn't know though?
Yeah.
You're like, this is familiar.
And we're
but
like, it's
what?
literally the
Like,
most
what is-
basic.
Yeah, I can't believe you got it. I don't think you would've
What's
got
your
it.
secret
Yeah, so
ingredient?
what's-
Can you
Okay,
say?
so yeah, I went when I was in the south of France. There's have you ever heard of this liqueur called? I was actually in Cassis, but there's a liqueur called Cassis. It's a
Cool.
black currant liqueur. Have you ever
Is that like
heard of it?
black licorice?
No, it's like it's like a berry note.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, it's a current?
Black currant is
It's
the
what-
name of the fruit.
Oh, okay.
Kelly's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a wave current?
I'm like,
yeah, so the
what kind of currents
liqueur is
we
called
talking?
Cassis.
Okay.
It's a black currant.
Wait, cool. Okay, I love learning about
which
liquors.
I loved. And so we found a way to kind of like replicate that. And so there's a note of that. So there's like little notes of like, just to kind of accentuate some of the flavors. There's like Madagascar bourbon vanilla note. There's it's the same thing.
It's the same thing, but
Same
probably
thing.
different brand.
So,
Okay.
sorry.
The
Yeah.
Madagascar.
So there's just like a little note of that. Where
Of
like if you're not
Madagascar.
expecting it, you're like, oh, like what is it? But it's kind of like, because I'll give it to people and just like try it, and they're like, whoa, like what is this?
Yeah,
What
something
is it?
different.
And then like every sip, you're like, okay.
Mm.
And then some people figure it out. But then once I say it, they're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So it's nowhere on the bottle that it says that there's black currant in it. Okay, secret.
Wait, so what does black currant taste like? Like, what does it do for the espresso
It's
martini?
kind of like it just works. I think it works really well with the coffee notes. It's kind of just like a I don't know how to describe it. It adds like
Like, is it
it's not
fruity?
like
Is it-
yeah? It's like it's a fruity note.
Fruity note.
But it's not like it doesn't overpower
Mm.
the coffee or anything.
So like an
It just kinda
undertone.
complement- Yeah, it's an undertone.
A hue.
Yeah, exactly.
A hue.
like that.
Okay, hue.
Yeah, because when I made it, I was like, okay, I don't like. Yeah, I could just make this a boring, whatever espresso martini, right? And so
Yeah.
I was like, let me add something a little bit different.
Yeah.
But now you're dialing that back because you don't want the surprise factor.
Yes.
I get
And
that.
I'm trying to find that balance of like, okay, my taste and like what I think is interesting, but like, okay,
But
what's also gonna
what's
work for
universal?
mass
the
appeal,
mass people.
Yeah.
You know
Or
what I
like
mean?
a 21-year-old to
Yeah.
a 30-year-old. So what's the best espresso martini you've ever had around the world? If that's a hard
Ooh.
question.
Yeah.
Or I guess
Okay,
your highest
so
rated.
my two highest rated, I really like, and I hope they haven't changed their recipe, but I really like Dante in West Village.
Ooh.
Dante in West Village. Haven't tried. Gotta
Have
have
you
it
had
on the
theirs?
list.
I really like Dante in West Village. And then they kind of should have some point deductions, but there's this place called Born and Raised in San Diego
Okay.
that is so
I
fire.
like that name.
So fire. But the reason why they should have some points deducted, because they man make their like a layer of their foam, which I'm like,
What does
Ooh.
that mean? Like
It's
they-
an authentic
They-
froth.
yeah. So like they make, you know what I
Oh.
mean? It's like kind of like it's almost like a cold foam type of thing, right?
yeah.
Like a spray
that,
on?
They just like put like dump on.
Yes, but they're intentional. Like because I've talked to them about it, and they're like very intentional about everything.
Yeah.
That they use dry ice to like flash freeze the coupes. Like it's real espresso. Like the
Wow.
espresso martini is delicious, and then they make it, but then they just put like this layer on top.
So you
and
feel like it's a little bit
over.
it's a little performative? Or it's a little like fake.
I don't. Well, yeah, it's not like a traditional. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like it's not traditional.
Yeah,
but
they cut a little
really,
corner.
Really good, and I would not say that
Well,
lightly.
Why do they win you
Yeah,
over?
I was gonna say, what makes these good?
So again, I have to deduct points. They used to do 3 beans.
Mm-hmm.
I went a couple months ago with Greg, and
Greg,
we
shout
ordered
out.
them, of course, and they were like, "So, what are you guys' favorite animals?" Out of nowhere, we were like,
Oh.
I was like, I like monkeys. And Greg was like, I like
Greg's?
meerkats.
Yeah.
Meerkat?
She was like, can you get more specific with what type of monkeys?
What?
Look, I've never been asked this by a server.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I was like, I'm really into Punch the Monkey right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, whatever species he is.
Yeah.
She was like, okay. And just walked away. I was like, that was so
Well,
weird.
I'd be thrown
Yeah.
off.
I was like, all right. They come back and they like laser printed Punch the Monkey and a meerkat on top of the espresso
That's
martini.
sick.
That's really
I
smart.
know,
That's sick.
I know.
See, but I kind of like, yeah.
It was
That
fire.
would have been that's like when you go
that
to
makes you feel special.
I was like, okay,
so.
gimmicky, but
yeah,
But like a cool gimmick,
Yeah.
gimmick.
Then you take
Yeah.
a picture of it, then they post it. It's
Yeah.
kind of like at the Guinness factory
Yeah.
when they put your face on the foam and you're
yeah,
like,
Yeah,
Cool.
it makes it taste that much better. Like,
yeah.
totally.
What I need the New York Rex though. I'm here for
Yeah,
I'm here for a
Ben.
little
I
bit.
like Sloan's in Soho has a
I
good
need to write these
espresso
down.
martini.
Sloan's is good.
You say.
Yeah.
And where's
Yeah.
that?
That's in Soho.
Okay.
Where else
Give
do I
him
have
some
it?
good
France's Tavern in Fidei has a good one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a very good one.
What's the second one?
France's Tavern. It's the
France's.
I'm
oldest
sure you could
restaurant
also
in New
go
York.
to like some of the famous ones like
Conto.
Fort Charles and Corner Store and get like a bang.
I'm going to Corner Store tonight.
Oh, cool.
Corner
Well,
Store is a good one.
That's like bougie bouge.
Canto is an untraditional one. I don't think Ben would
How do you
like
spell
it, but
that?
it's good. Canto, like sing in Italian.
Yeah, well, I
sing.
can't do
But that one's like
Baileys in
ice.
espresso martini.
That one's like, but there's
a
not.
milkshake.
It's an
Yo,
insult.
okay,
yeah.
it is a
It's a
milkshake. It
milkshake.
is like a milkshake.
Okay, also-
so maybe take
Like,
that one off.
I have a fun fact. So I actually I took inadvertently a little mini master class by the daughter of the creator of the espresso martini.
What?
Wait, time out.
Dick Bradsel's daughter.
So when was the espresso martini created? This is recent.
It was like 1970.
And of course his name's Dick.
Oh God!
1970?
So they had to fight all those
Fact check
wars
me.
without espresso martinis.
83.
Oh,
Wow.
close. Hey, you're on
Close.
it. You're on it.
Okay. Yeah, so she basically is giving this master class. So do you guys know the 3 beans, you know,
Yep.
what they stand for? Or
Oh.
Life.
Allegedly.
Life, love,
And health.
Father, Son, Holy
I think it's like
Spirit.
health, wealth,
Yeah, I think it's one of those.
So basically, he did that because it's like, you know, the espresso martini effect, right? One person orders it, the whole table
Yes.
orders it, right?
It's the
So
It has aura.
basically, he wanted a
such
way
aura.
to make the espresso martinis unique, but also uniform at the same time. So he would put them all on, like, if a whole table ordered them, he would drop the 2 beans first, and whatever they fell, then he would put the 3rd accordingly. So they were all kind of positioned differently throughout the glass, but all had the same
Ah.
type of, you know,
That's so cool.
Wait,
So
and
you
what was
learned-
his name? Sorry.
Dick Bradsell.
Dick Bradsell.
Bradsell, you fucking
Shout out
genius.
to him.
So you met his daughter.
Yeah,
How was that?
she was cool.
Yeah.
She
Was
was
she
cool.
into espresso martinis too, or?
Seemed like it.
Yeah, she's
Seemed-
following
seemed
path.
like a family
Kelly's like,
thing.
were you in love with her?
Seemed like a family thing. She was educating us, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What were you guys doing together? Drinking?
So I was doing something. I was actually in New York. It was during Espresso Martini Fest a couple years ago.
Like, I love that. That's
I feel like
was
we've been there.
doing
I'm
something
learning
with
more
Mr.
and more
Black.
about
I know.
espresso
I
martinis.
didn't realize that there's a whole own culture.
We need like an espresso
Yeah.
martini counter of how many times you'd be like espresso fest, espresso masterclass. Well,
Would
that's
you ever like
cool.
name the
My kid
child
espresso?
or yeah?
So I fostered a. It's not a crazy question. No, I wouldn't. No, never.
Imagine.
Unless she's doing it.
Yeah.
I was fostering a dog, and she was brown. She was 2 tones of brown, and I was trying to think of a name because I didn't like the name they had.
What was
given.
it?
It was Chimera.
Oh,
You're like, okay.
I said,
There's
what is
way
this?
too many
We're
syllables.
backpocketing
I
this
said, she's way
chimera.
too much of a baddie to be named
yeah,
Chimera.
yeah,
Yeah.
She needs a like
They're
espresso.
like, well, it's a mythological. It was some mythological creature. I'm like, she's
Yeah.
literally 10 pounds. Like,
Yeah.
That's funny.
but there's no like, I couldn't think of like a cute name where it rolls
Beans?
off the tongue. Beans is good. Beans is good.
What about like resso?
Resso.
Resso.
Resso? Come here, Resso.
Resso.
Like for like a bulldog or something. I don't know.
I don't
Yes,
okay,
yes.
more like a French bulldog.
Like Ressie.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would
That's-
definitely turn into like rest.
or Esso. But that sounds like
Uh,
Greek, maybe.
Yeah, something. Okay, we want to talk about dating and like dating
Yeah.
life.
We
and
want to okay, first of all, I feel like you have a very intricate brain as is.
You
It's like
stare at the
hearing
wall.
all like your like how you think and map things out and the way you
just a weirdo.
process. No, oh my God, I think it's so intriguing. But we want to get into like the mind of like the man and the dating. So
Let's
like
do it.
obviously you've been through many eras of dating, but like
Shoes are fire, by the way.
let's
Thank you.
let's
I've
aren't they
never
so
gotten more
fun?
compliments. Shout out. It's from the
fire.
brand Brunch.
Brunch,
It's like
that's the name of the brand.
name of the brand, and they also do Mad Happy. It's like their It's like two. It's like
You know
Mad
what they
Happy
serve
and
at
Brunch.
brunch? Espresso martini.
Oh my
So
God.
fire.
Yeah, they're
Sorry,
great.
sorry,
No,
sorry.
thank you.
Like-
No,
I love
me
them.
too.
But we
You know
want
what color those are? Espresso
Oh,
beans.
Literally, I'm like, is this intentional?
yeah, they're espresso brown.
They kind of look like
100%.
espresso beans.
Wait. Okay. Yeah. So
Okay,
what
sorry,
was the
sorry.
first question?
I
of-
was just gonna say like, so we want to dive into it, but I kind of want to like start from the beginning. So, like, when were you like one day like, I like girls?
I was like, no way she's gonna ask you this, right?
No, we're starting all the way
So
back.
it was the year
I'm kidding.
2006.
I'm kidding. I'm
What have
kidding.
you learned?
I'm kidding.
What have you learned in your? What are you? 31. Sorry, I just did the math.
31 is a great age.
That's a great
31 is
age.
great.
How's 32?
Oh, that's
No, 32 is
fucking
even
that's great
better.
too.
32 is even better. 32.
I want to know like
Yeah,
what you
it
have
happens
learned.
quickly.
You know, and like dating is so intimate.
I've
and,
been
like,
loving aging. Sorry, side note.
Kelly's. By the way, do you realize who has drank the most of their espresso martini?
No, I
Kelly.
need to catch up.
She's like,
You know,
take me back.
Here's the thing, and I don't want to get salty. It's not. I know where you're coming from.
It's just not an espresso martini.
It's not an espresso. I wouldn't call it that. But I do like playing around with different like variations.
Me
Flavors.
too.
So I can appreciate that.
I love experimenting. I
What
love
we said
concocting.
And
that-
I actually saw a video of like a banana bread espresso martini. I was like, oh, I want to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what Ben said? Wait, maybe this is the worst espresso martini he'll ever have. And he said maybe it'll spark him to want to add banana somewhere in his
Yeah.
I've
life.
had banana
Me
espresso
too.
martinis. It's actually pretty good. That's a solid
Wait, you know where they have
latte
that?
with vodka.
At the Dead Rabbit, they have a banana espresso
Yes.
martini. That's a good
We got
one.
that over
I
Christmas.
think I've been there. Do they do like? Is that an Irish?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they have a couple different. They have like a bunch of different variations, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're
Is that
sidetracked.
Fide-Eye?
Yeah, fine. I.
Bye.
I have side- sorry,
The
my, like-
best district.
No, I was gonna
you
explain
know.
we're sidetracking about your dating life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, back to my dating.
So they're beautiful 32. So, or what was like,
Oh wait, I asked you
Yeah,
what
I'm
he's
sorry.
learned.
Oh.
Sorry.
Over all my years,
or like, yeah, or like more specifically, I don't know, like what's a green flag that you've learned to see in women over the past, like
Well,
maybe 5
I'd
years?
say-
you've
I'd
learned.
say I've probably learned the most about dating, honestly, in the past 2 years.
Wow.
I think I really thought that I was ready for a serious, healthy relationship, and because that's what I always wanted. But I think in the past 2 years, I really gained an understanding of like just how much work that takes,
Mm-hmm.
and just becoming more clear in who I am and like what I bring to the table, things I need to work on, and conversely, like things that I need from a partner as
Yeah.
well. Shout out to my therapist.
Yeah,
Hell
I was gonna say,
yeah,
they go to
shout
therapy.
out.
That's really important.
Yeah. So that's helped a lot over the past 2 years as well.
Love that.
What do you think
So,
are like
internal work.
pillars of that you look for in people, or like qualities that you know that you carry, or like things that you
Yeah.
want to look for?
I
Or-
think
Or like, what's, yeah.
just like the
Non-negotiable.
foundational pillars, I guess. I'd say like both ways, because I would never expect something or
Yeah.
have something that I wouldn't want.
teamwork.
reciprocated, right? So I'd say trust, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
communication. And I think there's got to be a lot of grace given in relationships. Because when, to your point, like with that teammate that you have, right? It's because that's what you are. You're a team. I want someone where it's like, I may be able to give 100% today, and if you don't have it, like I can pick you up.
Yeah.
And when I don't have it, you got to be able to,
Yeah.
Totally.
That's so awesome.
And I think just like having understanding, right? Like we're all humans, or this, it's our first crack at it. We're
Yeah.
all learning, and I think you have to have patience and understanding, and be able to give your partner grace, and be able to communicate through things, learning
How to
other's communication
communicate.
styles, because
Yeah.
that's something that I also had to work on. Like everyone has very different communication styles, and it stems from, I think, a lot of like your upbringing, and
Yeah.
everyone's got a different.
Do you
upbringing,
confront
right?
the problem, or do you kind of avoid the problem and let someone else bring it
So
up?
I used to avoid it and just internalize it,
And resent.
and then kind of just like eventually I'm like good, and then whatever.
Yeah.
But now, I think just kind of confronting it, and it doesn't, even if it's not an immediate resolution type of thing. I
Totally.
think at least being like, hey, listen, like I need a second.
Or like, this is how I'm feeling
This
in
is
this
how I'm
moment.
feeling.
Yeah.
Like just give me a second.
Totally.
But I would love to, like have this conversation, right? I
Yeah.
think just like
Even that's a first step
communicate,
that takes
right?
hard to get to. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think some people can either just not communicate, and then you get resentment, and it's like this passive aggressiveness, and then other people need just like immediate resolution. So I think it's just a matter of learning your partner and having them learn you, and meeting somewhere in the middle. And just,
it's like no one can read minds. Like I feel like that's like a big thing that happens.
Yeah, I feel like especially at my age, I'm like, I just don't have time for games.
No,
I think play games. Just like,
are people still playing games at 32?
Yes. What are games? What are games? I don't understand this. And people are like, are you playing games? I don't know. What games are we playing? Man on?
I'll give you a perfect example.
That's me at the bar. Just kidding.
So I think like I'm not on any apps or anything like that. It's like I would love to meet somebody in the wild through a referral. You know, through friends or
through a
something
side
like that.
friend or that's on the subway brushing shoulder to shoulder.
No, literally a little meet cute, something like
maybe
in
painting
the
in the street.
My dream.
Yes. Oh, maybe someone paints you.
I'm just gonna go to Central Park.
Yeah, literally. If anywhere, it's here.
If anyone's listening, I will be in.
Yeah.
At this time.
What was I saying?
We all
games.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, so
God.
there was this. I saw like this girl had liked a photo of mine, right?
Yeah.
And I go to her, and I was like, wait a minute. I go to her profile. I'm like, oh my gosh.
She's gorgeous.
Hello.
Yeah.
So I immediately always check. I'm like, okay, who are they following?
Yeah.
Because if they're following Greg, Andrew, the whole
you're like, I don't need that.
Yeah, you got to do a little
She's a
background,
Bachelor Nation
research.
stan.
Yeah, right. She was not.
Okay.
It was just me. I was like, oh, this was.
Okay, Glazer. Okay, Glaze.
Right, we got something here.
Yeah.
So she's been liking my stuff, right? And so I'm like, okay, let me take the initiative here.
Mm-hmm.
So I send her a message. Absolute dryness. I'm like, okay, maybe some people just aren't good over text.
Like she didn't respond at all, or she was responding,
she did,
but it was dry.
Just like,
yeah, okay.
like being kind, but like I need some banter.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I get maybe not everyone
loves some banter.
Bag. Like, okay. But I'm like pretty good. I'm like, I can give you a lot to work with.
Yeah.
Give me something.
You're like, here's all my material.
Literally.
Yeah.
Here's my toolbox is empty.
It was just like, kind of nothing. So I was like, I'm going to leave that alone. But then she circles back to like wish me a happy birthday, liking my stories. Like I'm like, okay, let me try again.
Yeah.
So I know she's a soccer fan, and so I was in Atlanta for a game, and like she's Brazilian, so she was going to the Brazil game. So I was like, okay, I know they're in the same group. I'm gonna come up with something like there was implications with my game and hers. So I was like, let me like.
Okay.
I love how much thought
putting in
goes
work.
into this.
You know what? So I gave her something else. I'm like, okay, what? Like here's the thing. You followed me.
Yeah.
You were spamming me. Like, and I opened the door.
Yeah. And now
you're uninterested.
Yeah.
Did you find out?
Making me feel like the one that's
totally.
Like,
now you're like, am I being the weirdo?
What?
Totally.
I'm just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Did she like have a secret boyfriend?
That's what I thought. That's what, with the first exchange. I was like, oh, maybe I read this wrong.
Yeah.
So I just left it alone. But then she kept circling back.
Some people don't have all the tools.
But from what I've seen, she's like a very outgoing, social person. So I'm like, I know you have a personality.
Maybe dry texter, but that's such a. I hate that too. That would ruin it. Like dry texting. It's like I don't. But then if they're different in person, that's hard because you're like, I guess every text will just be dry and boring.
Yeah.
All I need is a little banter back and forth. Hey, let's set up a date and.
See what's going on.
Let's get this in emotion, baby.
Just like, what are we doing?
Yeah. I don't know. I've never really used Instagram as like my probing tool. I'm more of like an eye person.
All options. All options.
Well, you need to. You know,
what's your like slide in line?
I don't have one. I'm just awkward. Like I don't have like pickup lines. I'm just.
You're just like, hey girl, you're pretty.
I'm just like, yeah. I think I said
like, hi,
and then I said her name.
Yeah.
And she said hi, and then so I'm like, even if I'm at a bar, like I don't have game. I'm just. I think I'm just kind of like.
I feel like you do have game because you can converse so well.
That's all I get.
I think that's literally the best game.
I'm like, either you're gonna get along with me or you're not. But I'm not gonna try to like be smooth.
What's the other game?
Like,
Oh,
you know
who is that?
Because too much game, then you're like, okay, this is like you just want to be able to
then I'm
chat
like,
with
how much do you
someone.
practice this if you got this much
Yeah.
game, brother?
Yeah, I respect like a funny pickup line, but I just I never really resort to that.
So what's your advice for like going through like let's say a breakup like not late in life,
Yeah.
but you were saying that you thought you were ready and envisioning and like maybe that didn't work out and like people go through breakups all the time. So if you have any advice for anything.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know that there's a silver bullet answer. A friend of mine is actually going through a breakup right now, and from my experience, again, every situation is different, but I think you at this stage in life, right? Because, and I don't know if speaking to my friends is the.
But if they're actively going through it, then
okay. I'll try to make it general. I think going through a breakup, as hard as it is, I think from my experience and from my friends, like I think the only way to truly get your answers and get clarity is to like truly cut ties because it's so hard. Like you're with somebody presumably that you've been so comfortable with, and I don't know how how long it's been. Like you're so comfortable and your brain is wired to like be with that person, right? And your lives could be intertwined and all those things, but I see a lot of times, like, and even myself, that you go through a breakup and you like keep in touch
and you linger on.
No.
Let's be friends.
But like neither one of you can really get that clarity. And I was telling my friend who's going through it right now, I'm like, listen, I don't have a crystal ball. You don't have a crystal ball. Like if you truly like kind of go on your own path, like the universe could bring you guys back together, or it could take you in a different direction. But you're not going to get that clarity unless you
fully cold turkey.
And it's so easy to lean back in because like it's comfortable and it's like,
and that doesn't mean there has to be any like
no, like you could totally
you have to
like protecting your peace.
You have to go on your own
because then it psychologically messes you up too, because then your brain's like, oh, are we still friends? And then like you'll see
or like, and then it's also easier to like remember all the good things versus like the reasons why you did in the first place, because then you're just like remembering what you're missing.
Exactly.
Wait, I wanted to circle back to something you said earlier. So you said like right now you feel like you've done the most growth in like these last 2 years. Do you think like you do the most growth when you're single, or like when you're actively dating, or do you think like when you're in a relationship, or do you think it's like all different types of growth?
I think it's all different. I'd say
like for you in these last two, what were you?
He's actually growing. He's getting taller.
I'd say the last two, it was definitely during and post. During, because it was like I would have like acute things going on that I could like work out, you know? And simultaneously like see things in action, like, oh, like I've worked on this and we've improved here. This is working here, right?
Yeah.
But then post, I think a big thing for me was like learning how to navigate post breakups, right? And not revert to old things. And I think a big thing for me is like when I'm so in a relationship, during and post, like my mood would be so affected by the status of that relationship, like if we were doing well or if we weren't. And so I had to really be like, okay, I got to make sure that I'm pouring into me and like making sure I'm eating right, working out, hard, all these
loving
like,
yourself,
so you can be your own self in the relationship.
Someone else,
and outside of a relationship, still be happy and still, you know, be like, okay, like I want a relationship. I don't need one, but I want one. If somebody can add to my life and I can add to theirs, but I'm not like reliant. My emotions aren't reliant on.
I feel like when it becomes like codependent like that, that's when sometimes you'll know and be like, oh, like I don't know if my mood should completely depend on this person, because like having independent mood is so important. That being said, do you think you would ever go on another dating show?
Oh no, no.
That's out of the equation.
You don't think you're gonna find love there?
No.
Not Love Island.
After 3 times, you gotta hang the
cleats up.
Yeah. I've done my time.
What was like? Have you ever done anything like really toxic in any dating relationship that we've grown from and reflected on?
I think the most like toxic thing that I like, nothing egregious. I think the most toxic thing that I used to do was like before I learned how to communicate. Like if I got into an argument with the person I was dating, I would kind of just like go silent and like it was like this form of punishment, right? Like where I just like wouldn't talk to him. And it was petty. It was definitely petty. I don't do that anymore.
That's
like
good.
That was probably good.
Well, because you didn't know how to communicate and also confront those feelings on your own. That's why therapy and men getting in therapy.
Too.
Not that women don't go to therapy for the same reasons, but like to just learn to even be like, hey, I'm feeling this way is so hard to do.
It's so hard.
Especially at a young age.
Even not even just in relationships, like in every relationship. It's hard to always know your own feelings and be able to express them. Wait, what was I about to say?
I feel like we have some good rapid fire questions in here if you want to ask some of those.
Okay. You can ask some of those.
One of them is, if you know you don't see a future with someone, why do men sometimes keep dating them? Like, why do you think men will stay in a relationship even though
though like they know, like I feel like I've like know so many guys who are like
I just talked about this yesterday.
I also think, and sorry to answer, but also sometimes I feel like people stay in relationships when just because like nothing has happened to them. Like they're only staying in it because nothing hard has happened.
Because it's safe.
I don't know how to explain that. Or they haven't faced any like problem, so they think it's perfect. But like if a problem comes up, then something, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say like maybe because it's just like, I feel like once you're in a relationship, it's really easy to just get comfortable and complacent. Like you said, it's like nothing's really wrong.
But that doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah, but I do think people get strung along a lot, which sucks. But I think it is hard to just be like, oh, like if you don't know how to bring up like, hey, like out of nowhere, like not feeling it, like it's just not, sometimes that X factor is just not there. But I think when there's no like pointed issue, it can be hard to kind of
Or like maybe even know yourself. Like maybe like you don't even realize because nothing's wrong happening. Like you think that like this is what it's supposed to be like.
Wait on potential, which isn't a bad thing because I think you have to give people room to grow. But I'd say a lot of times maybe just banking on potential.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like seeing what you want and
totally.
like it's not actually there.
And like, oh, they'll change or something, and then like
your
it's
eyes
the same.
bigger than. I was gonna ask about earlier when we were talking about like being hard to communicate. Do you think that's where like ghosting comes from? Sometimes, or do you think ghosting in itself is like entirely different? Like, do you think ghosting's intentional? Like in my head, sometimes I try and give like people grace, and I'm like, oh, maybe they're just like too awkward to confront the situation.
No, I think
is that me just delusionally like justifying?
I do know people like get very uncomfortable with tough conversations, but I think ghosting is definitely intentional.
Yeah.
100%.
Anything is bad intent.
It takes 2 seconds to like.
Also, in the world of phones,
yo, peace, girl.
Like, they see it. Yeah, just be like, hey, I'm not into it. Have
yo,
you ever ghosted someone?
Like, but like ghosting doesn't count.
Yeah, probably.
I've ghosted people, but not like I haven't been like in a relationship with them.
I will say that I will say the unintentional thing that I think does happen and has happened to me. It's like, if you're not really feeling it, and I've gotten like worse and worse. I feel like with keeping up with texts over time, but I've experienced, and I have friends that also like. You're kind of like loosely talking, like those people that you maybe exchange 1 or 2 messages a day and it's like nothing deep, whatever.
Yeah.
I can see scenarios where, and I've had them where it's like, a day goes by, like you've had travel days, whatever. It's like, oh, shoot, I haven't texted this person. Like it's been like 3 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I could see just like the anxiety of that being like, oh, and now it's like awkward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'll always at least be like, hey, so sorry, I've been so busy.
Yes.
Blah, and then find a way to be like,
yeah.
Totally.
So you think that ghosting isn't like an excuse? Like it's like,
I think it's a mature.
What do you think about the like situationship thing with, obviously you're watching Love Island because you're talking about sincere, but like the Kata and Zach, like what is that a situationship to you?
That's not a situationship to me.
Oh.
How do you define a situationship?
I define a situationship as like you're hooking up, you're hanging out, but you're still seeing other people.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't really define what's going on. I think a situationship is not the same.
It's potential.
It's like I think a situationship is like a graduated, if like a sneaky link got an MBA.
Oh, okay.
I like that. I like that.
It's like an upgraded sneaky link.
Well, yeah, that's so true.
That's what she was arguing, saying like it's like situationship has a negative connotation, which like I sort of agree.
Yeah, I get
but then
that.
like, what do you?
Then you might as well be boyfriend and girlfriend.
But this is the thing.
That's why is she telling people that they're exclusive? It's like just don't even tell them.
Because I think I don't know any of these people, but I think if Zach had asked her to be her girlfriend, she would have said yes.
Yes.
I think she's trying to be like, well, yeah, no, like I'm cool with it.
She's justifying.
She's
it.
trying
to
like no.
Yeah.
Like,
also, too, I think that like situationships totally get negative stereotypes, but I think it's like what you want. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't want something that's serious, but like you want something low key, like
I do also get where they're coming from in terms, and it's a weird thing. I feel like they shouldn't have put anything on it. I think they should have been like, hey, listen, I want to date you, and just say exactly what you meant without calling it something.
And then maybe
I want to
keep it
date you in the real world outside of this and grow and work towards being boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yes.
Just call it that.
Yeah.
That's totally fair.
Yes. And sometimes labels are forced.
I feel like there's such a blurred line too now, and like it depends on the age, or like people will be like, we're dating, but we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm like, so what is dating?
I get confused by that too.
Right.
Like,
I just think it's like seeing each other.
I'm curious from a woman's perspective because I've gone on, let's say, 2 or 3 dates with somebody and be like, oh yeah, like I told my friends we're dating. I was like,
yeah,
no.
that's not.
I don't want to freak out.
Yeah,
like,
no, I
excuse
think.
me.
Yeah,
like yes,
no.
we have gone on dates.
Yeah, we've gone on a couple of dates.
But I'm like, do people use that loosely?
No,
of, like,
I would
we're
say
dating if you're actively going on dates.
Like
with
I guess, like, but like if you
No.
think about it, say if we went on 3 dates and you could say like, yeah, we're dating because technically you're going on multiple dates. This is what I think, that like no one should care about how anyone else defines. Like as long as you and that person know what's on like the same page, then like
I think it's
that's how you
literally like
move.
I would say like we're seeing each other, we're
Like,
talking.
no one in
I
the
still
world's
use
gonna
like
agree.
we're talking,
Yeah.
like talking, going on dates, and like seeing each
Or,
other.
like, we're hanging
if
out.
I was
Yeah.
dating someone, they'd be my boyfriend.
yeah, me too.
I don't use that unless it's like a
Me
thing.
too,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's like how you grow up and like what relationships you're in and like how you define.
Okay,
that.
wait. This is a question I have. So
Sorry, we're like peppering
yeah,
you.
I'm like so like. I feel like everyone. Oh, like this is like just like so heard, but like men are always like you know, like they know when it's their wife, like they know when they're dating around, and then they know when that one's their wife, like right away, and like they know.
Oftentimes people argue that it's like timing too. They'll be like a man just
like
picks his wife because it's the perfect time.
But like, is that like? Do you like agree with that, or like is this like because like in my head it's so black and white, like how I see this because of how I hear it, that like it's like, oh, like this guy must know, and I'm like, starting to date this guy, and I'm like, does he think I'm his
Okay.
Like, what does he think? Does he know? Does he have the feeling?
I can't.
How do I gauge
it's
that?
It's hard to say because I'd be married now, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can say that I have dated someone where eventually got to the point where I was like, oh, like I legitimately could see this person as
Totally.
my wife and all these things, right? It wasn't like a
Click feeling.
you know what I mean? But I've also heard like I have a friend, my friend Rodney, just they're expecting baby now, but like
Rodney.
I went out with him
go.
at the Venice Whaler in LA, and was there when he met his wife in a bar, and literally that night he's like, I just met my wife.
Yeah. Some people really
I
do
know
know.
it happened.
Yeah. So it's
I
subjective.
have not had that like
This is it.
at first sight. Right?
Yeah.
Totally.
So maybe it's.
So
I mean, it's
maybe-
still coming.
Maybe.
Okay, well, if it happens, let us know.
Yeah.
This is a research poll now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
wonder
do
why.
think I do think that men know pretty quickly whether like what their intention is, like whether they see legitimate potential with somebody.
Yeah,
or
do you
not,
think that
though.
like box theory is real, where it's like men put women in a box, where it's like marry, date, or like just like one night stand? Like, is that a thing?
Well, I don't know if marry's a box. In that
Oh,
way,
true.
But I'd say like
Future.
date or like casual.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of the 1, 2, 3 rule?
No.
What's that?
So I learned about this and I was like, what the fuck?
1, 2,
So
3.
basically, it's like when you hook up with a girl, they're either a 1, 2, or 3. A 1 is like you're so proud and you like go and tell all your friends.
Yeah.
A 2 is like maybe you just tell some of your friends about it, and then a 3 is like you
You tell
can't,
no
you never
one?
tell anyone. You take it to the
That's
grave.
sad.
Wait, is that crazy?
That's so sad to think
That is
about.
sad. I'm like, I hope I've
hope I've
never
never been a 3.
Yeah. Oh, don't 3 me.
Have you heard about it?
No, never.
Ben, do you have any questions for you're
I
a
only got
young
one.
you're a young buck in the city?
I mean, I'm more interested in the espresso martinis.
Yeah.
Well, tell him how you would make your perfect espresso martini. Maybe he can
Oh
rate
yeah. I
it.
wanna hear this.
I only use absolute vanilla. I think it's the best vodka for an espresso martini, hands down.
Okay.
Mr. Black, simple syrup. I use Lavazza super crema beans
Lavazza.
that I grind fresh. I like the Italian roast. I think it's darker and a richer flavor.
Okay.
So I brew it and then mix all that together.
But you're still getting some balance there. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you're putting the simple syrup. So like I mean, do you like yours to skew a bit more bitter?
No,
Or do you
that's
like
where the
a-
vanilla absolute
Yeah.
comes in, because the vanilla
Well,
flavor.
So I'm surprised that and the simple syrup. It doesn't
No, because I barely use any simple syrup.
Okay.
It's a dollop.
It's
Yeah.
So how would you
Doc.
rate that just by the words that he's
the
using?
formula. How would
It?
you rate
Yeah.
his formula?
I think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I've had one. I've had one
No,
of
it
his.
sounds legit.
Really, really good. And it's like also like it's like I feel like it's like your little sneaky move.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Like it's his little like
He tries to like do
sneaky
He's got a girl.
pickup.
Who's, oh, did you want one?
Oh, he's
yeah,
like, do you
like
actually
it's
want
really
this?
good. Like
I don't
no,
know
but
what
like,
you're talking about.
but like I think that like it's worthy of like.
I wasn't sure if you.
He's trying to
I
like
just-
swoon. I don't know. Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, I think no matter what, you're talking to a guy or girl, you make a hell of a cocktail. It's, people
That's a
like it.
plus,
I also
yeah.
I like hosting people. So like if I'm having a late night with my friends, sometimes we'll all go back to mine. And I'm just making the
See,
whole
that's
group
a tough
espresso
thing. I
martinis.
love that as well, but then it's like you make a cup. Everyone wants one. You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm a
God.
Everyone did,
bartender.
and then
This
we were
is
actually
no cold
pouring them
brew.
like
This
this
is no
much.
simple.
Yeah, that's also
beer.
expensive.
No, but they were
Espresso's
really good. It was really
expensive.
rich.
No.
I think it's a great move.
No.
I'll make like 40 in one night, just like in my kitchen.
40.
Style.
He's having a billion people.
He
over
really
for a
was.
You're not
party.
even.
Yeah.
You're not even socializing.
Yeah.
You're just like
Yeah.
the bartender
He's
for
like
the
chef.
night.
People like pop in while
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
crafting.
yeah,
I
yeah.
No,
love
all of
it.
a sudden he's having
I
like,
do-
serious
yeah.
conversations with his friend. He's like,
Literally.
it was really funny.
Okay, should we do get stumped? We have questions that we
Yes.
ask our guests every time they come on, so
Oh
we're
my
gonna.
gosh, you guys are trying to stump me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
So you
Okay.
gotta answer
we go.
quick.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill espresso martini flavors: vanilla, banana, hazelnut.
Ooh,
Oh.
kill vanilla.
Okay. So you said, what were they? Vanilla.
Vanilla, banana, hazelnut.
Okay, I'm gonna. Fuck.
He's like, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna
fuck.
fuck hazelnut. I'm going to kill banana. I'm gonna marry vanilla.
Ooh.
So you
Because
hated our
it's-
espresso
there are some
martini.
Italian places that will use frangelico. Which is like a
Frangelico.
hazelnut liqueur
Ooh.
in their espresso martinis, which it's not bad at all.
Okay.
honestly.
Like you store so
Okay.
much information in your head.
All right. What's the next
So much
one?
good info. You're like,
Yeah,
Okay,
literally.
mine is
Oh, we
kill
have-
vanilla.
Oh.
Then I'm gonna
Kill Vanilla's wild.
Vanilla's the best.
No,
She's married
no,
Banana.
no.
Yeah,
I'm
100%.
marrying the fuck out of Banana.
That's nuts.
And then Hazelnut, little sweet. Fuck.
I'll marry Vanilla, kill Hazelnut, bang Banana.
Bang Banana.
Bang Banana.
Banana.
Bang a bing Banana.
Okay.
I feel like yours.
Oh, sorry. You want to
Yeah.
go? How about you guys
Everyone
all
go
go?
around.
What's yours?
We're all best
I'm
friends now.
thinking. I think marry Vanilla, fuck Hazelnut, kill Banana.
I concur.
So everyone hates Banana.
Yeah, guys. I mean,
This
I
side
like
room's got it
banana.
going on.
I love the banana latte
too.
we made. I'm like, I love it.
Maybe we're biased. Okay.
If you could cast one celebrity as the next Bachelor or Bachelorette, who are you choosing and why?
Oh my gosh.
Trisha Paytas.
Pressure.
She's married.
Fuck. Tana Monjano. Oh wait, she's married.
Wait.
too.
Monjano. Let him.
Sorry.
Does Olivia Dean have a boyfriend?
Oh, no, I don't think so. That would be so good.
I can tell you what. Greg, Andrew, and myself would not be friends if Olivia Dean was
Yeah.
our bachelor.
Yeah, you guys like.
Oh my gosh.
Are you gonna see her in concert? Have you seen her?
I saw her at the she performed at like the Super Bowl party last year.
If she sang
Fucking
for you,
jealous,
would you be
fucking
like,
jealous,
yeah.
you
fucking
know, I have a video
jealous.
actually. She was flirting with me.
No.
Yeah.
Clip it.
Did you tell her about your espresso martini? You gave her a little love
No,
potion.
I'm like low key joking, but I'm not joking.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see her at Lollapalooza as well.
Oh, you guys DM?
I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm
DM?
jealous.
No, are you kidding
Have
me?
you slid
I
in?
What would
wish.
you say? Hi.
No, so it's like a joke. She,
Would you say hi, Olivia?
Let me see if this is flirting.
You can't tell me we're not locked in.
No, you're like,
What was your? Yeah. What were you kissing? Were you like?
wait. Yeah, you're like, come here, come.
And that's when she turned around. She said, oh.
Yeah. And we're done with this. Yeah.
Wait, that's awesome. And also, I feel like women who can sing have such a different effect than like if a man sang for me, I'd be like, ooh.
Really? You
Yeah.
think it was good?
Yeah, I think.
Wait, okay. So
Oh,
what,
I would fall in love
If
in
you-
a
Kelly
and I have
second.
different
I would
views.
melt into my chair and be like, "Come."
I think I would get
I love
immediate.
saying that, guys.
Unless he was
my
like,
stem. Come.
I think also maybe this is like shallow of me, but like if he was like trying to become a singer, maybe I get maybe. But I guess if he was like a pop,
I would be like, "So you're an aspirational
but who's like a
artist."
popular like somber, like no. that would
Yes,
ick me.
yes.
You don't like
Do you
Somber?
hear
I
his
like
lyrics?
him, but if
Do you
I
hear
was
his
locked
lyrics?
in a room with him and he was like 12 to 12, I'd be like, I just don't think I can
But
do
I think
I'd be
there's,
like-
there's a. It would be weird if you like ended up at a guy's house and he just like randomly pulls out a guitar.
That's
It's like
and maybe it like would
Guys, I
scare
would-
me a little.
No, if he pulled out the guitar and started playing Landslide, I'm
would
like,
work.
let's go to Vegas. Let's get rings. We're set. This is good. That's all I need
So
to know.
you're the same if like a woman were to
if
sing.
I could sing, I wouldn't shut up.
Yeah, true.
Or do you want like your girl to be like, you don't know she can sing, and then all of a sudden like Adele's playing in the car and she's suddenly like,
I do love that.
and
Yeah,
you're
I'm
like,
wait a minute. Where
yeah.
did this come from? Yeah.
Uh,
Do you,
I
do you
like
guys
think
not
I
wanna
have
laugh? Like if someone's singing in front of me in an intimate setting,
Yes.
and they
I would
are-
laugh.
and they're taking it seriously,
I would
I
go like
always
this.
laugh.
That's-
I can't.
I start
can't hold it
recording
in.
No.
and send it to my friends.
It's the toughest when
I'd
like a
probably be
guy thinks he's good and he's like
Yeah.
trying to impress a girl. I'm like, oh,
That's
my
nightmare.
goodness.
Yeah.
okay, well that's different.
But
And
e-
also
even
it's
if they're
different if
good.
we're showing rap. Like if someone starts rapping for me,
That'll work or no?
no, then I don't know. Unless like maybe I don't know, they're
You want
freestyling
to
about me.
They
I
have
wanna
to be-
say-
I don't know any settings where a guy would just rap with.
He's like,
unless
yo,
he's
listen
in
to
the car.
So true.
Hear me out. Start spitting, like what?
He's like, I'm driving past the
Do you
park.
sing in the car?
Uber. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I love that.
I have nodes, so I can't sing in the car. Okay, also, guys, I think for the question that we were asking, I think like Addison Rae or like Charlie D'Amelio, like someone from like
Ooh.
the influencer heavy world would be
Yeah,
really
who's
fun.
like popping off right now?
I'm trying to, like, think of
Honestly, like
people.
Alex Earl would do numbers probably. She's mega right now,
Yeah.
single. She just got maybe that BBL.
But who would that lineup? Who would that have to be?
Yeah,
like,
I don't
it would
know,
have to be,
'cause
like,
there's a difference.
Her lineup would have to be like CEO, NFL,
athlete for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, probably like that realm. I would love to see like Tom Holland, but obviously he's taken by the queen.
Yeah.
All right, third question.
What's the biggest mistake men make in dating, and what's the biggest mistake women make in dating?
You're like texting your therapist.
Okay, I think women overthink a lot. Small things
I don't
sometimes.
necessarily know if it's like I'm trying to think of a mistake.
Or just
Yeah.
general?
I feel like women get in their heads more. So maybe that for them, like that they're doing okay. For men,
Men probably fucking liking other people's
Not
pictures.
pulling out.
Oh. Impregnating someone. Probably liking people's pictures or not communicating, not knowing,
That is quite the mistake.
being emotionally unavailable and getting in a relationship.
That is quite the mistake. She's got
Yeah. Kelly's crying.
Cracking
laughing.
myself up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You caught us on a fun day. I feel like not being able to communicate and getting a relationship. Abuse.
I think men, it's mansplaining. Like I'll be like, she'll be like, "Oh, I love espresso martinis," and I'll be like, "Well, you got to get Mr. Black Labatt."
Maybe
So
like
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh my gosh, if I were to ask, well, I do get asked about my thing on dates.
Yeah.
And if I were to go through that whole spiel, I'm like, did I just really?
Did I espresso explain?
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm like, sometimes it's too much.
Yeah, but I
Right.
love
but for the
I
right-
love that when people are passionate about like what they're talking
Yeah,
about.
and like then you go back to that quote: "You're never too much for the right person."
yeah,
Yeah, I get
they're
it.
just not
There you
enough.
come
Maybe that's why I'm
on.
so single.
Don't second guess yourself.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, they're like,
Okay,
Yeah.
I've heard like sometimes like in relationships, like maybe this is the fault of the girl. I think I'm just saying faults of women. It's great love, but I feel
at
like,
Barstool too. Good.
but that like sometimes like they just let the man do all like the decision planning, making all that, and like kind of like they just forefront it over to them. And like personally, I'm not like
I
that.
was gonna say, don't a lot of girls like that?
Yeah.
Like,
So then I
Yeah.
don't know. So I don't know. Everyone's different.
I don't know
Everyone's
if
own
it's like a
person.
mistake though. I'm trying to think. I feel like overthinking was a good one that you said of like,
Yeah.
or yeah, getting in a relationship when you're like not ready, or like maybe a mistake women go for is like they think this guy's so cool because he's famous or whatever, and then it's like, oh, I was just like doing it for the facade.
Mm-hmm.
What
Do you have
think?
like a first love that you'll always love forever?
He hasn't even answered his
Like
question.
in real life or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
like-
crush?
Oh, I could
I
be
mean,
a crush.
wait, that was the same thing. I meant like in real life or like a celebrity. Crush.
I don't know, like your first love in life. It could be a celebrity. It could be your neighbor.
Like, do I have a one that got away?
Yeah.
No.
That's good.
Or like I don't know.
Or,
There's
yeah,
like,
who
do
was
you
your-
ever like think of your first love like literally like a sixth
Well, here's the
grade
thing,
girlfriend?
and I don't know if this is. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Like the first time. Have you guys been in love?
Yes.
Yeah. We both are in.
Are you guys in relationships?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Like the first person, like I feel like the first person you're like in love with or say I love you too, whatever, right? I feel like the next person you're like, wait a minute, okay, was I really?
Yes.
Because like your barometer changes.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you changed so much that
Yeah.
it's like.
So
Also, I know
it's
like my
like-
first love was like I was definitely in love, but it was definitely a different type of.
Yeah.
It's a different type
Yeah.
of love. It was
You
very
just
like
learn.
puppy love, like
Yeah.
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 obsessed.
Wait, so what are the mistakes? You didn't even answer.
Oh shit. That guys and girls make.
Or just like, what's the biggest
Okay,
red flag?
I think a mistake that guys make is not to take the easy way out, but I think avoiding twofold: avoiding difficult conversations, but also kind of like selling a dream, like sincere, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Like,
mean? I feel like telling a girl what they want to hear because it's the easier way.
Yes.
He does
Yes,
that.
Buy
that's what he
yourself some
does.
time
Melanie
type of
literally is
thing.
rubbing his back, and she's like, I love when people rub my back, and he's like, I rub backs all the time. Like he's so he just repeats what she says.
Yeah.
It's so sad because it's like she's so
I love
blinded
you
because
growing
it's Love
up.
Island.
Yeah,
but she's
like
gonna come out of the villa banging. So who cares?
Yeah.
I don't want to overgeneralize for. I feel like it's dangerous to say for girls.
Well, we'll hear it and then we'll just know that you're
That's-
thinking
yeah.
it.
Next
Bengals.
question.
You didn't even answer. Oh, wow.
You're thinking it.
Well,
You could think it out loud and we'll help you. Or we can just leave it in the box.
Yeah.
Really. I don't know why I'm
Well, okay.
pressing.
Well, I don't think that. I'll speak from personal experience.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a mistake for. I don't want to overgeneralize, but I think a common one is that at least wouldn't work for me is like some sort of reciprocation in terms of like intentionality and effort and thoughtfulness, right? Where it's
so like lack of reciprocation, or they reciprocate
yeah,
and
it's
don't
like,
mean it.
I'm like, I will do so much, but it's like, give me a little something to make me feel like you're thinking of me
Yeah.
as well,
It sounds
right?
like these people aren't reciprocating what you need.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
you know,
Like,
Like,
you'd be a very thoughtful
surprise me with a little
boyfriend.
cup of coffee.
yeah.
every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not
Like
need
the
much.
little things.
Little, just
totally.
like,
Yeah.
something,
As much
you
as
know?
women need that, men need it.
So I feel
too.
like a lot of times with women, it's like the expectation, you know, that and we should do a lot, but it's like little things are
Yeah,
nice
true.
as well.
I
Maybe a
love the little things. The
note.
little things
Yeah.
get us through the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
Takes a lot of little
Totally.
people to win
No,
the
that
war.
was great.
Yeah, that was good.
Justin, you were great all in all, and we've been chatting.
Imagine like the mistake with women is their hormones.
Yeah.
Is it that time of the month? Every fucking month. Yeah. It's just 1 week every month where women suck.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, you've been a pleasure, and having you on has been awesome.
Fucking Glaze Fest.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, we should go
Martini
continue to get
Fest.
Aperol Spritz here. Like that was so fun.
Yeah.
I guess last, what advice do you have for like your younger self or the audience of younger people that might be watching to sign us off?
It could be about anything. Resilience.
Life.
Taking the nose to the chin.
Okay. Okay. I would say the biggest piece of advice I would give my younger self, or as a chronic overthinker. So to my
right there with
out there.
Yeah,
I think
that.
that's helped me a lot. And this may sound cliche as well, but like I think I've gotten a little bit better at letting go of control of a lot of things, right?
Love that.
And truly believing that things will unfold how they're meant to unfold, and despite whatever may be happening, at a particular time and place, like you may not understand why it's happening, but later on you'll see exactly why you went through whatever you went through.
Yeah.
And why things
I love that.
they did. So
yeah.
I love that so
That's
much.
so
That's so
awesome.
true. Sometimes you gotta surrender to the whatever.
Also too, like you were saying, like one of your number one pillars in like relationships is trust, and that's what the universe, your number one pillar.
You gotta trust that
You gotta
universe.
trust. Let that shit unfold, brother.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Hell yeah.
I want to make that my text tone.
Literally manic. Oh, I was gonna ask you, this is like irrelevant, but I was gonna ask you if you ever gone out down the shore, because isn't Greg from the
He's from
Jersey Shore?
Well, he's from Edison, New Jersey, but he spent many summers
have you ever
on
gone?
The shore. I have gone with
Have you gone to the bars down there?
Yeah, what's that one?
What's your
that
favorite
everyone
one?
Goes to?
Parker House?
Yeah.
Yeah. Osprey.
Yeah, Osprey, Leggett's.
Yep.
Bar
live
A,
music.
Columns.
Don't know if I went there. Maybe.
Well, the Parker House is
Are
like.
you guys from? Where are you guys from?
I'm from Jersey.
I'm from Long Island.
Wait, my mom's from Long Island.
Where?
Nassau
County, Suffolk. Is she like out far?
Oh, what's the
You don't even know where your mom's
from? Oh my
from?
God, the something mansion. There's like a.
Oh,
like I'm not
I know
gonna
what
answer.
It's
I'm
in East
scared.
Northport.
It's starts with an O.
Oh my God, no.
Mount Sinai?
Gosh, I'm on the spot. Talk about getting stumped. This is crazy.
Yeah, we got it.
Wait, let's pull up a little map.
Oh my God.
Let's pull up a map of the most
it
glorious
right
island in the world.
Is it like Glenwood an area?
Glenwood.
Glen
is.
Cove.
Oh my
Probably
God.
Glenwood's.
It starts with an O. Or no? Because I know there's an
Glen Cove.
Oslo something.
This is crazy.
What are you thinking? Like
Oyster
Great
Bay.
Gatsby, West Egg, East Egg.
Okay, so where is
He's not
where is
thinking about
where
the
is
Great
Northeast
Gatsby.
Northport? What is that? Suffolk or Nassau?
Suffolk. Actually.
No, Northport is Nassau.
Great, I'm literally from Nassau.
my
Okay,
God.
so I only know the
Wait,
neighborhoods
what are you
around
trying to
me.
The town she's from. Oh my God.
Wait, Northport?
Mansion, Long Island.
This is so
You don't
bad.
even know. We
Oh,
stumped it.
Huntington.
Oh, Huntington! That's Nassau.
That's
Oh, actually,
where
that's like kind of
That's right,
Suffolk.
really where my dad
but-
grew up. Cool.
Oh, and it's right
Wait,
next to
is
Northport.
Huntington
Yeah,
the
you're
same?
right.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Whew.
All right,
There we
that's
go.
it. We're gonna end. We figured out where his mom's from. Thank you for listening, and have a good rest of your day. Like and subscribe. Woo!